happily at home. They are wellsprings of creativity and freedom from toil, all just around the corner. And at that phase, technology creates human bonds and a sense of excitement in people. People feel grateful to be part of such wonderful advancing times. And the voices of reservation sound like great rumpled skepticism, fearful of change, like the old lady who said that if God had wanted us to fly, she would have never given us the railways. During the Industrial Revolution, one was in such phase of exuberant expectations. There were odes to the steam engine, and the great exhibitions around the turn of the century depicted a much better and more exciting life, almost within the reach of ordinary people. During this phase of youthful exuberance, the technologies achieve a generally and broadly based entry into the public mind and into the public imagination. Yes, people think indeed it would be nice to try out a car, a telephone, or to work with some of these fancy machines. And soon after this phase of imagination, human contact, and hope, a new phase appears. It is somehow the phase of the stern father who says, "What do you really want to be when you grow up?" This is a phase of growth and standardization. People, workers, and users become much less involved in the technology itself. Take, for instance, the automobile. In its young phase, it was quite appropriately called the mechanical bride. The phrase was used by Marshall McLuhan to describe the relationship between the car and the owner. At that time, care was lavished by young men on their automobiles. They would polish and tune them, repair them, and improve their performance. There was a sense of friendship among them, and they could admire each other's mechanical brides. There's little left of this today. In the car's technological middle age, it is hard, if not impossible, to repair one's own vehicle, other than by taking out interchangeable parts and popping in identical replacements. Cars are now costly to buy and to maintain, and for many, owning a car is neither a joy nor a luxury. It has become a necessity. The mechanical bride has long since turned into a demanding but essential business partner. The technological standardization of cars has occurred, and with them, the elimination of the user's access to the machine itself. At the same time, the infrastructures that used to serve those who did not use a car atrophied and vanished. Some may say they were starved to death. Railways gave way to more and more roadways, and thus a technology that had been perceived as liberating its users began to enslave them. The real joy of owning wheels, that sense of independence of the driver who knew that they could go anywhere, whenever they wanted, wherever they wanted, became muted. Because in reality, there were usually thousands and thousands of others who wanted or had to go to the same place at the same time. In the early phases of a technology, it often operates in a take it or leave it mode. The user is involved, the user has a feeling of control. But when a technology and its infrastructure becomes institutionalized, the users become captive supporters of both the infrastructure and the technology. And at this point, the technology itself may stagnate. Improvements may become cosmetic or marginal, and competition may become ritual. When one assesses the impact of particular technologies, these internal chronologies, these 3 ages of technology, need to be considered within my own lifetime. It were not only cars, but also audio